Welcome to the Startup Passport by eConsulate. Today we're here at the Upstream Festival and I'm joined by Ming-Faraz Khan. You're the founder and also the CEO of NxtGen Plus. Thank you very much for joining. Could you tell us a little bit about the company?
Yes, thank you. Glad to be here. So my name is Ming-Faraz Khan, founder and CEO of NxtGen Plus, and our AI platform for tech education engages school children through digital worlds with or without supervision of teachers.
And is that purely in the Netherlands, or are you also thinking or already doing it abroad as well?
Now we have traction in the big cities of the Netherlands and are looking to expand in the near future to abroad. And are seeking funding right now to help accelerate the development of our MVP.
And how did you find out for yourself that there was a need for a company like this?
Yeah, so my journey started when I saw my little brother and his friends and other children struggle with boring and outdated online learning resources for tech education, and also struggle with overwhelmed teachers, leaving them disengaged and unmotivated. And afterwards, I learned that by 2025 in the Netherlands only, the IT teacher positions, 50% of IT teacher positions will be vacant. And that's a huge problem because it leaves behind 2 million children in the Netherlands only in tech education.
And what are concrete steps that you're doing with the company right now or that you're planning to do in the near future to solve that?
Yeah, so what we do is we train university students and equip them with our curriculum to teach digital literacy in underserved, in schools with underserved population for a subscription fee. And right now we are developing the platform so we can scale and make tech education fun and accessible for all children. So like our future children, our little brothers and sisters don't have to be bored and disengaged by tech education.
So could you say that in a sense you're training students so that they can train other students or younger students in that sense?
Yeah, so we train university students and equip them with our curriculum to teach digital literacy programs in schools. And we develop our own AI platform to engage children in tech education through digital worlds. So think of a digital world like a bit Minecraft-like or Roblox-like world.
And how are you implementing AI? Also because AI has a lot of opportunities, but of course there are also downsides of AI that people talk about a lot. So what is the sweet spot for you of using AI but not overusing it?
Yeah, so we capture the interest and learning levels of the children based on data. So for example, their language proficiency, and we tailor the text or the assignments to their level and interest before implementing that in the digital world. That's how we do it. Use AI.
And in the long term, how do you envision your company to go forward? Is there like an ideal scenario that you pointed out for yourself, where you think this would be fantastic?
Yeah, so we want to capture the European and the Middle East and North Africa market. And what I see is that every school-going children, school children, they come home and they enter this world with their friends and fellow students to learn about software engineering, data science, digital design, IoT and robotics, artificial intelligence in this cool and awesome, fun world.
And how do you see online learning versus in-person learning? How do you see it for yourself? Is there one that is more efficient or more future-proof in a sense? And obviously, both things have up and downsides.
Yeah. So the ideal situation is obviously in person. If you have that's why one-on-one tutoring is like one of the best ways to get rid of gaps in learning. However, there are inequalities in opportunity, because not everyone, like most people, a lot of people, they cannot pay for such a tutor, which means that these children will be left behind, or they cannot access resources because they don't know English well enough or don't have the money to pay for subscriptions. And sorry, what was the question again?
No, I think you already started to answer it.
Yeah, exactly. Answer your question?
The difference between in-person and online learning.
Yeah. So obviously in-person is better, but because of Corona, we actually learned and experienced the power of online learning and hybrid learning, and especially in these digital worlds where they where they can create, where they can have the freedom to create and express themselves. That's the huge opportunity, because if we look at Minecraft and Roblox, they have like almost 200 million players a month, right? And most of them are children. So that's the generation that's growing up right now, and we are combining that traction with tech education, which is also becoming like super relevant today and in the near future.
And lastly, you already mentioned that partially when you were talking about your next steps, but is there anything in particular that you're looking for right now where people could help you? I think funding is a thing.
Yeah, so we already secured like a letter of intent of a school district in Amsterdam to start our MVP, to develop our MVP, but we are looking for additional funding to expand the engineering team so we can accelerate the development of this MVP. Also because of Dutch policy, which is mandating that digital literacy will be mandatory, so it should be integrated in the Dutch learning curriculum. But there's like no solution for these problems we have encountered. So outdated learning material, which makes them bored, these overwhelmed teachers, and lack of insights in the learning process.
Thank you for sharing that, for all the insights on NxtGen Plus, and thank you for joining, of course.
Yes, thank you. It was an honor.